I'm going pro. Holy crap. This video was shot on my server, aviatorcraft.com, you guys. It's an amazing server that's got factions, prisons, skyblock. Oh my god, we have casino, we have rags to riches, and now, brand new, we have creative. Now, this video was actually shot in the creative section of my server. And if you guys remember my last life story, I built a house. Well, this episode, I designed the inside. So if you guys want to hop on the server, the link and the IP are down below in the description and on the screen. I hope to see you guys there. What is up, everyone? Mr. Aviator here, and today I am talking to you guys about pro gaming. Yes, professional gaming. Being a pro gamer, basically a high-skilled player that makes money off of gaming and has the attention of tons of people. Now, I want to talk about my little experience with pro gaming and what I want to get into in the future with pro gaming. So, before we do get into this though, guys, let's set a like goal on this episode. Let's go for, I don't know, let's go for like 8 likes. Can we get 8 likes on this video? That would be sick. I would really appreciate it. It would make my day. But okay, let's get into it. So, basically, growing up, when I was younger, pro gaming really wasn't a thing, and I think pro gaming is only a thing because Nadeshot really pushed the envelope and made pro gaming what it is today. So I think pro gaming owes a lot to Nadeshot. I think he's awesome. I love Nadeshot. I actually have a funny story. I flew on a plane and Nadeshot sat right next to me, and I didn't even know it was him at first. I was laying down, and the stewardess brought us some, you know, peanuts and stuff, and I was sleeping, and he was watching Frozen, and I'm like, who is this guy? And I was heading to PAX East. I'm like, who is this guy watching Frozen on the plane next to me? And you know, I wake up, and he starts talking. I'm like, oh my god, that's Nadeshot. That is Optic Nadeshot sitting next to me on the plane the whole time. That was awesome. Okay, so my little experience, enough fangirling here. My little experience with pro gaming was back in the day when I was younger, like 15 years old, which was 9 years ago now, almost 10 years ago. Pro gaming was pretty much just on game battles. So GameBattles.com was a place to go if you wanted to be quote-unquote a pro gamer. Back then, it wasn't as big of a deal. There was no cash prizes, really. It was mainly for bragging rights and all that good stuff. So basically how Game Battles works, if you guys didn't know, you would sign up, make a team name, and you would decide who's going to be team captain, who was going to be like co-captain, who was going to be officer, and you could assign all these different ranks. And I had a Call of Duty Modern Warfare, COD 4 basically, team/clan. We called it a clan. So I had a COD 4 team, and it had like 8 people, and we were called the BONRs. So you put that together and you'll get what our team name is. Say it out loud, BONR, and now pronounce it like a word. And that's what we were. Very immature, but we were amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I met so many great people trying to build this team. So me and my friend started. I was the owner, he was the co-owner, and we ended up meeting like a 40-year-old dude who was pretty cool, and he ended up being a great guy on our team. And then we met like 8 other guys that were awesome. They were all around our age, like 15 to 18 years old. We ended up having a pretty big team, and we did game battles twice a day. So basically how game battles works was you would schedule a match against another team. If they accept the match, basically there was a set time that they had to be there. You had to pick like the 3 maps you were going to play and what type of game mode, and basically you would fill it in with like picture proof at the end of each game. Like, okay, if we won 30-0, I would take a picture proof and I would submit it to the site and show that we won 30-0. And we won a ton of matches. We I think when I ended up leaving the team, we're like 48 and like 3, something like that. We were killing it, but I had to step down because there was so much drama in the team, because literally we had so much success, so much power. The BONRs actually had like recognition. When we would go in lobbies, people would be like, oh my god, I saw you guys on Game Battles, I saw your stats. It's crazy, because we were doing great in the pool we were in, and we were just killing it. And we were unstoppable. Literally, we'd practice all day after school from like 3 to like 10 p.m. It was just ridiculous, and we would play game battles every day, at least a couple matches a day. And eventually, there was a lot of drama. Like one person thought he would be a better co-owner or officer, and then there was fighting amongst the people. People wouldn't show up eventually for practice. People didn't show up to the game battles, and then or like forced to forfeit, or at least play with less people, and that really sucked. That was a huge disadvantage because we did a lot of search and destroy game battles. So if you had less people, that was a huge disadvantage. So eventually I just had to quit it because it was so much. There was so much drama. I was arguing with my friends all the time, and it just wasn't fun anymore. And I ended up starting one with just my close real-life friends that I knew in real life. And I can't remember what it was called. I think it was the bigger BONR or something. I can't remember. But basically, that clan lasted like another 30 games, and we did great, obviously. But by the time I was like 17, 18, that was all behind me. I was more into, dating girls and going out and all the time compared to sitting home and playing a whole bunch of COD. Like, because COD was really like consuming like 90% of my life at that point. And then they started making like CODs I didn't enjoy as much. So I kind of quit COD and got out of the COD scene. But now, like looking into the future of pro gaming and what I'd like to do with it, I know this might sound like a long shot, but I would love to one day own a pro team. I think that would be a lot of fun. I have experience owning businesses and doing stuff like that. I know, like, a professional team nowadays is like running a business. You gotta find good players. It's like running a football team. You gotta find good players. They have to be talented. They have to be straight-headed, so that way they don't, get in drama and get involved with fighting with their fellow teammates. You just gotta find the right people and hopefully put together something amazing, like Nadeshot did with Optic. And if you guys didn't know, he's a pretty big owner in Optic now. He stepped down from playing, but he owns a good percent of the team, which I'm guessing is at least 50%. He was there since the start of it all, so he owns the team, and I would love to one day maybe be in that position of owning a pro team. I wouldn't even care if we were the best team ever. I would just like to be back in the COD scene. I really miss it. I thought it was a lot of fun back in the day. If you guys didn't know, I actually started this channel doing Call of Duty, so it was pretty interesting. And I haven't played in a while, but when I do pick up the controller, I can still kick some serious butt in free-for-all. There was a point where every time I entered free-for-all, I would win the game, or at least have like 28 of the 30 kills required to win the game. Like, I would always be one of the top 3 no matter what free-for-all game I played. I would kill it every time, and I miss that competitiveness. Like, Minecraft's amazing, but there's nothing super competitive like Call of Duty, so I kind of want to get back into the pro scene. I'm not as a player, obviously I'm nowhere near as good, but maybe as an owner, or I don't know, a manager of some sort. I think that would be kind of a fun hobby. I'm not saying I'm going to get into it anytime soon, but I think one day that would be really fun to do. Tell me what you guys think about pro gaming. Where do you think it's going? Do you think it's going to blow up like the NFL, like professional sports? Or do you think it's going to be a fad and going to fade away? I think it's going to blow up. It's going to be like the NFL. 20 years from now, people are going to be sitting on their couch watching like the Super Bowl of gaming, and it's going to be a huge spectacle. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I love gaming, and I love where gaming is going. But I thought I'd just have a little conversation with you guys about pro gaming and my thoughts on it. I think it's amazing, and I congratulate all the players that are able to make a living off of it, and their amazing talent doesn't cease to amaze me. I said a lot of amazing there, but that's because that's what they are. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys watch the whole video, I'm going to have a little secret phrase. Comment down below, #MLGAviator, and I'll know you watched the whole video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, remember to take it easy. Live and squeezy.